Welcome, grade 9s. We just want to quickly go and look at how to factorize the marked questions. As you can see, we need to factorize fully. So on the screen, you can see we've got about several questions there. We've got about 12 of them. If you can see there, we've got 12. We need to factorize them fully. We'll start with number 5, which were given as 4a squared plus a. To factorize this, one would have realized that, okay, we have a in the two terms. In the two terms is carrying a. So meaning that the highest common factor in this case, highest common factor will always be the variable with the smaller exponent. So we've got the exponent 2, we've got the exponent 1, meaning that we'll have to take the variable with the smaller exponent, or in this case, that will be a. So we're going to factorize like this. We'll say this is a into 4a plus 1. Remember, the highest common factor that you take out, you'll divide each term, you'll say each term divide by that highest common factor. Each term divided by that highest common factor is the same as, okay, if I say 4a squared divided by a, that will be 4a. But if I say a square, if I say a divided by a, that will be 1. The answer would be 1, as you can see there. Okay, that's number 5. Let's move on to number 12. Number 12, we've got 4k squared minus 16. So what we need to do firstly here is to make sure that we take out the highest common factor. And in this case, we can see 4, it is divisible. 4 is the highest common factor in these two terms. So we firstly take out 4. After that, we divide each term by that 4. In this case, we're going to say this will be 4, it will be k squared minus 4. So remember here they said factorize fully. This simply means that we'll need to take it further here. And when we take it further, we'll have realized that this is difference of two squares. That to factorize it, we're going to have k minus 2. We're going to have k plus 2. And that's that. That is that. Okay. Moving along, let's look at number 18. Number 18, we are given it as negative 8 x squared minus 16. On this one, we would have realized that we've got the highest common factor as the number and also the variable. So the number that will have the highest common factor of negative 8 and negative 16, that should be negative 8. And as for a variable, we always take the one with the smaller exponent, and in this case, we'll take x to the power 1. So once you do that, you then need to divide, take each term, divide by the highest common factor there. This here we can start with the number 8. Negative 8 divided by negative 8, that's 1. X squared divided by x, that will be x. So we're going to have x here. Negative 16 divided by negative 8, that will be positive 2. X divided by x, just 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. So there will only remain with 2. And that's it. That's that. That's that. Okay, that's that. Looking at number 19. Let's look at number 19. Number 19, we've got 2 minus 8x squared. With this one, we'll have to factor out the 2 first. That's the highest common factor of 2 and 8. The highest common factor will be 2. So we'll have to factor out 2. Then you take each term, you divide by that 2. This will be 1 minus 4x squared. Remember the word fully there, that this, you would have realized that you've got difference of 2 square. That will be 2 into what? 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x. Okay, that's that. Then let's move on and do number 20. Number 20, we can see we've got 3x squared minus 243 y squared. So what you need to what you would have realized here is that you have the highest common factor first, which is 3. I repeat, the highest common factor, which is 3. That's what you would have realized, that okay, you have that first. So what can you do from there? You need to factor out that 3. Okay, you need to factor out that 3. So you'll be left with x squared minus, let's check that 243 divided by 3. The 243 divided by 3, that will be 81. That will be 81 y squared. So you continue to say, okay, now this will be 3. Having realized that this is difference of 2 squares, then I'll say 3x minus 9y, and I'm going to have x plus 9y. That's that. That's that, guys. I'm sure you would have seen how to do this one. Okay. Looking at number 21, we've got 8x to the power 8 minus 8. And here we've got an obvious highest common factor, which is 8. Let's factor it out. We'll be left with x to the power 8 minus 1. Because you take each term, you divide by highest common factor. Each term divides divided by what? The highest common factor. So this will be 8 x to the power 4 minus 1 x to the power 4 plus 1. You can see you still going to have the difference of 2 squares. That will be 8 into x squared minus 1 x squared plus 1 and x to the power 4 plus 1. Furthermore, you still going to have the difference of 2 squares there. That will be 8x minus 1 x plus 1 x squared plus 1 x to the power 4 plus 1. That's that, guys. Okay, so let's now move on to number 29. Number 29, we've got negative x squared plus 5x minus 6. So with this one, firstly, you'll have to factor out the negative sign. You're going to divide each term by that negative 1, because it's the same as factoring out negative 1. So you're going to have this x squared minus 5x plus 6, and this will result to x minus 3. You're going to have x minus 2. One would have realized, or make sure that you write the factors there, which are plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. You can write plus or minus 6, plus or minus 1. So you want the ones that will give you when you multiply you get positive 6, but when you add you get 5. So looking at negative 2, negative 3, that will give you exactly what you're looking for. Okay, that will give you exactly what you're looking for. So that's that. Okay, looking at number 30, we've got number 30, which is 6 minus 5x minus x squared. So this will be the same as, you need to rewrite it first, minus x squared minus 5x plus 6. Then you need to factor out the negative sign. You're going to have minus x squared plus 5x minus 6. So this is what you have, and this you go and look at, okay, 6, you have 6. So because you have 6, the factors of 6 will be plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. Okay, you'll have plus or minus 6, plus or minus 1. So now you look at the two. Okay, you look at the two numbers, you multiply them, you get positive 6. You add them, you get negative 6, but you add them, you get positive 5. So let's remember one thing here, that okay, we're going to have x and x. This positive will have to drop down there, so positive times negative should be negative. That will be positive 6 and negative 1. Positive 6 and negative 1. Because when you multiply here, you get negative 6. When you subtract, say 6 minus 1, you get positive 5. Okay, that's it. That's that. From 30, let's move on to 31. We've got 2x squared minus 4x minus 30. We have that. So what we can do here, we'll have to factor out, we can see we've got highest common factor there, which is 2. You need to factor out the 2, going to have 2 into 2x. Remember, with the highest common factor, each term there will have to be divided by the highest common factor. In this case, we've got 2, so each term would be divided by 2. So this is what we're going to have: minus 2x minus 50. Then we have 2 into, now we go and look at negative 15. Negative 15 will be from negative 5 times 3, will be from negative 3 times 5, will be from negative 15 times positive 1, from a negative 1 times a positive 15. So you look at the two numbers, you multiply them, you get negative 15, but you subtract them, you get negative 2. Let me repeat that. You look at the two numbers, you multiply them, you get negative 15. You add them, you get negative 5. So looking at what we have, that will be the first portion there. That will be the first one, the first pair. The first pair is x minus 5, x plus 3. That's that. As easy as you like. Okay. I hope you understand. Let's look at number 37. We've got x squared into x plus 4 plus 9 into minus 4 minus x. What we need to do, we need to rewrite this first. We need to rewrite that. That will be x squared into x plus 4 plus 9 into minus x minus 4. Okay, then moving along, that will be x squared, x plus 4. You factor out the negative sign here, negative 1. That will, you'll multiply with a positive there to get negative into x plus 4. So from there, you'll have to group this, the two which are outside the brackets. You're going to have x squared minus 9 x plus 4. Furthermore, this will be x minus 3 x plus 3 as we conclude, and x plus 4. That's what we're going to have. Okay, let's move on to number 39. We're going to have ax plus 3a plus bx plus 3b. Okay, looking at the first two there, we'll have to factor out a. We'll have to factor out a And the last two, we'll have to factor out b. And with this, then you're going to say this is a plus b. You group the ones outside the brackets, then followed by x plus 3, followed by x plus 3. Okay. And the very last one for today will be number 44. Number 44. So let's have number 44 just here. We've got 16 b squared x minus 14 b squared minus 8 bx plus 20 b. So this is the one you need to factorize by grouping. You look at the first one here. You ask yourself, what's the highest common factor there? The highest common factor there will be, you need to be careful. You can factor out 4. You factor out 4b squared because you've got b squared there. So you can factor out as 4b squared. Then you'll be left with 4x minus 10. Minus 10. And looking at the last one here, you can factor out a 2. If you factor out as negative 2b, you're going to have 4x minus 10b as well. Minus 10, only 10. Then you'll have to go and group the ones outside, which are this. So if you group them, you'll say, okay, I'll have 4b squared minus 2 minus 2b, then followed by 4x minus 10. Guys, we've reached where we've reached so far. It means you've been enjoying the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. You've been enjoying the video, I guess. So if you did, don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comment below. Like the video, and also share this video amongst your friends. Okay, let's finish this one. We'll have to look at, okay, this one here. We can factor out b again, 2b. We can factor out 2b, and our answer there will be 2b minus 1, followed by 4x minus. Even here, we'll have to factor out later. Let's do that. Okay, let's do like this. We factored out here. Let's also factor out here. Here we can factor out 2, only 2. So it will factor out 2 and be left with what? With 2x minus 5. So we'll have to multiply these ones which are outside. That will be, as we conclude, that will be 4b into 2b minus 1 and 2x minus 5. So guys, this was a lovely question. You could tell that the question is the last one. That was the last one, and very interesting. So if you've liked the video, if you've enjoyed, don't forget to do the right thing. You subscribe, you like the video, you leave the comment below there, and also don't forget to share amongst your friends. For now, guys, until we meet again next time, guys, we'll be looking at more of this next time. For now, I'm going to leave you and say thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until we meet next time. Sharp.